Hello everyone, welcome back for another video. Have you guys ever heard that saying that the best thing about hitting rock bottom is that there's literally nowhere to go but up? I don't know. It's giving glass half full vibes, and I really want to touch on that today. I do not live a perfect life. I have my days, I have my moments, and I have my seasons even. I've had some really rough goes in life where I've seen a lot of success and a lot of happiness and a lot of greatness, and then sometimes it's stripped from me and I'm humbled again. And I find that my most favorite attribute about myself in particular is my ability to remain positive and pivot when need be when I'm going through a tough time. And I feel like there's no better video to touch on than this topic today, which is essentially ways to rebuild your life when hitting rock bottom. I don't know if it's my constant watching of all of these different types of influencer, motivational speaking type of people who always say that failing is the secret to winning. You can't win unless you fail. The people who do the best in life are the ones who have seen so much humbling moments and they have been technically scraped up from the floor to then rebuild. And I think that my perspective has really been super positive because of that. I think that I would be more scared of the future if I didn't hear these types of things. And I wanted to share 5 ways that you guys can rebuild your life when you've hit rock bottom. We are in a recession. There's a lot of weirdness going on, right, guys? Things are really expensive. A lot of people are not making as much money. A lot of people are getting jobs that they hate. I saw something on TikTok recently of a multitude of people complaining about their corporate jobs and how horrible they are. And I understand that it can be really disheartening and also a little bit difficult to see a really good future for yourself when you see all of this madness around you. You're seeing prices of things going up. You notice that people are more depressed. You notice people like to use forms of stimulation that's not healthy, whether it's drinking or smoking or partying or having sex too much. And it can be a lot of different things that we are, subjecting ourselves to that are unhealthy for ourselves. And then it just ends up being this big thing where you realize that now you're at rock bottom and you're struggling and you're going through it. And I wanted to give you guys 5 ways you can rebuild your life after hitting rock bottom. So we're gonna get into that today. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe if you like these types of videos from me. My name is Haley Gamba. I like to give woman empowerment style videos, girl chats about my own personal life. This is truly just me sharing things that I've learned along the way, and hopefully it can help someone out. That's my goal. So let's get into it. Number 1, on rebuilding our life from hitting rock bottom, you need to identify how you got here. I hit rock bottom a few times in my life, and I remember really sitting down and being like, how did I get here? And rock bottom can be different for many different people, right? You can hit rock bottom in your fitness journey where you've allowed yourself to get super overweight, where you're struggling and you're like, how did I get here? It could be financial, it could be relationship-wise, it can be many different things. And I remember for me, one of the times that I hit rock bottom when it pertained to my actual career, it was when I was slipping away into bad routines. I was not really prioritizing the things that were important, and I was not keeping a healthy mindset during that time. Sometimes we as people, because it's normal, we're human, we just prioritize things that are not good for us. We sometimes will focus too much on something that we shouldn't be focusing on. I have some serious procrastination issues. I have always had plans with no drive to actually get them done. I was not executing my plans. I had all the plans in the book. If I could get paid millions of dollars just for plans, I would be a very rich woman. But I actually have to execute the plans. And there are many times where I procrastinate and I slip away and I watch too much TV. I maybe go out too often. I'm on the phone too much. I'm sleeping in very late and then taking naps. And there's many different things that I've done that have made me feel like, wow, I'm at rock bottom. And then here we are with all these plans, no execution. Now we're financially in debt. Now there's a million different things going on, right? You need to identify how you got here so that you can now change it and let's get an action going. Let's get a plan to action going so that we can get ourselves from this moment. These types of moments do not last forever. They just don't. And the best way to really truly cultivate a healthy new chapter for yourself is identifying that this is an issue. Being super self-aware is going to get you a lot of places in life. If you're in denial, you're not really going to be able to move forward. So you need to become self-aware, identify that this is an issue, and let's get to it and let's fix it. Number 2 to rebuilding your life after hitting rock bottom is to regain control of your life. Regain it. I read something really specific that really resonated with me, and it said something along the lines of the only people who are unable to get from rock bottom and move up are the ones who have given their life away. If you still have control over your life, you have the ability to move up and make a better life for yourself. If you have possession of your life, you can change it. Let's regain some control. A lot of the times we are slaves to our environment, okay? We're slaves to our computer screens. We're slaves to our really bad sleep schedule. We're slaves to sometimes going out too much and spending too much time with people that we shouldn't. There's so many different things that are keeping us in a really bad place. The best way to redo this chapter for yourself is to regain control over your life. Implement some things in your day that will make you feel a little bit more in control. For me, I started setting an alarm clock. I remember when I was in high school, I had like the best alarm clock. I remember I would wake up an hour and a half before school because I was a hair and makeup girl. I wanted to look good. And when I graduated high school, I remember thinking, oh my God, thank God I don't have to use an alarm clock anymore. And now that I'm a little bit further in my adult life, I'm like, you should have an alarm clock. You should be waking up. Now, granted, not everyone has my life where you can work from home and things like that, and I get it. So sometimes you guys do have alarm clocks still. But I just wanted to give it for principle's sake that was my way of kind of controlling my life again, is having the alarm clock back in my schedule. It really helps me because now my day is a little bit more organized. I'm putting me first and I'm controlling the narrative a little bit more than I was before. There are so many things that you guys can do to regain control of your life. You can start meal prepping if you have fallen off with food related things. You can do the alarm clock like I said. You can create a really healthy schedule for yourself. You can start planning your months based off of your own schedule. Like if you want to stop going out so much, but you still want to incorporate going out into your schedule, put it in specific days. There are so many ways that we can do this. And as long as we're organized and again, self-aware, we're going to be able to do these things moving forward. Number 3 for rebuilding your life after hitting rock bottom is to redefine your purpose. I think a lot of us have purposes. And especially if you're a creative or somebody who's super passionate, you have a purpose. And if you don't know what your purpose is, it's time to find it. But for all of those who do have a purpose, it's time to redefine it. It's time to create it more around our lives. I think a lot of the times we have a purpose, we try to execute the purpose for success or for accolades or for many different things, and it just doesn't work. It's time to just redefine that purpose. I know for me, because I'm in social media, naturally, I feel like I'm always changing because times change so frequently in social media. I think for me, a way that I've been redefining my purpose is realizing that there are other apps and things that I should be on that will further get my messages across. So I've been writing down in my journal that I want to start participating more with TikTok and podcasting and things like that, which are all coming soon. And it's going to allow me to continue doing what I love, but in a different way and approaching it from a different angle and creating multiple streams of income and putting myself on multiple platforms because I need to move with the times. The more that you kind of grow with life and grow with the times, the more happy you're going to be. And I also think that you should never be too trendy to where it's getting you lost in the sauce, but do what makes you happy and just continuously grow and try to benefit off of the things that you find purposeful in your life. If you have a purpose that can be turned into streams of income and it can be a passion project, go after it. And just try to find different ways and different angles to try to further flourish your purpose. I sometimes will feel like life is like never-ending lessons. Like you'll have like a really amazing month and then the following month can be just really shitty. And it's annoying, right? Like you're like, wait, why am I constantly learning lessons every single day. And I get it. It's annoying. So for me, like what I always tell myself is in every lesson is a blessing, and you're just being more well versed in areas when it pertains to going through peaks and valleys. I find that those who have experienced the most in life, where they're humbled a few times, are the ones who can sustain a longer lasting peak, because they know what it's like to fall. You have like the what's the word? You have the cheat sheet, right? Once you know how you got somewhere, once you know, okay, I'm in the worst place in my life right now. I'm literally at rock bottom. Well, now you have the cheat sheet as to how you got there. And now you'll try for the rest of your life to never get there again. And it's really nice. I think it's more scary for those who are on a constant winning, because I can imagine that they don't even know what it's like to lose yet, and they will. Trust me when I tell you, life will always humble you. And at least you now have the secret and the know-how. And that truly is a blessing in disguise. You don't realize it now, but I have met so many people who have been homeless, who have been really struggling and things like that. And they always say, I've never gotten back there again, because I know what got me there and I've never done that again. Number 4 for rebuilding your life after hitting rock bottom is to create some healthy routines and habits that will get you on the right path. I always will profess healthy routines and habits in all of my videos if I can squeeze them in. And this is a perfect video for that. I think a lot of us live very unhealthy lives, even if we think we're doing fabulous. A lot of the times it's for show. Are you actually doing fabulous when you're alone? Are you actually incorporating self-care, self-love, and growing on your own? Are you listening to the right things and consuming the right content that makes you feel fulfilled? Are you taking good care of your skin and your body? Are you reading? Are you becoming smarter? If the answer is no, it's time to do so. Go on Pinterest, search healthy habits and routines. There's so many. Okay, look up self-care ideas. There's so many. Just search it in. You're gonna see it, and it will give you some ideas. Some will say, read a self-help book, do a face mask, drink tea with lemon, do stretches in the morning, write in your journal, write 3 things you're grateful for every morning. There are so many ways that we can create healthy habits and routines in our schedule, and this is going to get us from rock bottom. Nobody at rock bottom is living a life of healthy habits and routines. No, you've fallen off for a reason. It's time to pick back up. It's time to pick back up, babe. You got this. And number 5 for rebuilding your life after hitting rock bottom. This is huge, and life will truly bless you when you do this, is you need to stay positive and mentally strong and mentally sound. Mental toughness is huge. I've learned this through so many different motivational speakers, and I really think that sometimes it can come off a little bit condescending, or I don't know if that's the word. It can come off a little bit insensitive to tell somebody, just get tough. But the truth is, you have to. Whether it's seeking help and going to therapy, it will eventually get you there. Whether it's reading, whether it's just staying positive and eventually getting a good outcome. A lot of the times we are complaining about things that we shouldn't be complaining about. For instance, and this is no hate to literally anybody, I'm using this just purely as perspective. Sometimes I'll complain, right? And I'll sit on the couch all day and be lazy. And I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to take care of myself, right? And then I'll go on TikTok and I'll scroll and I'll see this very beautiful video of a girl who is my age, who last year was walking and doing just fine, and this year is paralyzed. She will never be able to walk again. Talk about a very humbling experience to see someone not being able to do things that we take for granted every day. We take for granted our legs, our arms, our bodies. We take for granted even our minds and what we're capable of. I think we need to start being grateful. And yes, some of us are living in shacks. Some of us don't have good parents. Some of us are going through really tough times. But again, just look at it from that perspective. There's always somebody out there who has something that you don't want, and they have to live with it and deal with it every day. And I think that just remaining positive and reminding yourself that you are blessed will get you further. I don't know a single person who is negative 24/7 who is living a blessed life. And if they are, God bless them. I really don't know how that's possible. You need to just get your mind on straight. You are going to be able to rebuild so much easier, and you're going to be able to have so much more growth and happiness in your life if you just keep a positive mindset. And if that means cutting people off, cutting different things out of your life that are maybe putting you in a negative space, do that. I know what makes me feel not happy, and I know what makes me feel negative. And I try really, really hard to not engage in those things because I don't want to. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to hate myself. I don't want to go through things sometimes. Sometimes I want to be happy, and we have to learn what makes us happy. We have to learn our triggers. We have to learn how to handle our triggers. We need to learn how to better take care of the things that we're struggling with, and we need to be able to pivot and move on. My constant ability to pivot when I'm going through things is my superpower. And I was just talking to my mother about this the other day because she said, Haley, I don't know how you could be going through X, Y, and Z and you're just totally fine. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Cry myself to sleep? No, I'm going to get it together and pick my face up off the ground and try my best to get out of it. Nothing lasts forever. I've been through some peaks and valleys. And whenever I'm going through a valley, I remind myself, like, girl, this is just a part of your story. This is what's going to give you grit. This is what's going to make you a good parent one day and a good wife and a good friend, because I really do believe that those who experience genuine, realistic things in life are just the most grateful people. So if you are going through a hard time right now, if you are needing to rebuild, you are at rock bottom, you have nothing to live for, it feels like, I promise you, this video was meant for you. I want you guys to do everything I say for at least 30 days and come back to this video and let me know how it's been working for you. I don't believe for 1 second that you're not going to be a little bit happier and your life is going to be better. Everything is for a season. After every rain is a freaking rainbow. It's hard, it's difficult, but you can do it. I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a very blessed day, and let's just be better than we were yesterday. Bye, everyone. See you in the next video. Mwah.